To the new Scotts Miracle-Gro turf grass facility. We really appreciate all of you being here today to help us celebrate, and we have a very quick program to go through, but as I get ready to start, I wanted to introduce a few key people that are here visiting. Dr. Larry Bowman, Associate Vice Chancellor, Dr. Bill Dugas, Associate Vice Chancellor, Dr. Travis Miller, Program Lead for AgriLife Extension. The opportunity to be here to celebrate this wonderful new facility is really special to me. It's really special that all of you were able to participate. I think everybody in here played a role somehow, some way in making this come to fruition over the last 10 years or so. So we really appreciate the contributions of everyone and the help and assistance and a little encouragement along the way. To start us off, we're going to start with some words from the Chancellor's office. Vice Chancellor for Business Affairs, Phillip Ray, is here today. As Vice Chancellor for Business Affairs, he is responsible for all real estate development projects involving public-private partnerships, negotiation of operational efficiencies and opportunities, financial accounting and reporting oversight, direction of tax and fiscal activities. He has a few other assignments, but today is a real opportunity to showcase some of our business university partnerships, such as Scotts Miracle-Gro. Phillip?
Howdy. Thank you for letting me share a few comments on behalf of Chancellor Sharp here. I'm just an old boy from East Texas, so I got my undergraduate degree in ag, so this is very close to my heart. So they didn't have to ask long when they said, hey, will you come fill in for the Chancellor? I said, absolutely, I get to come see my folks, so this is great. We've had a tremendous vision out here for some time, and this is just the next step in that vision. The Chancellor this morning, he regrets he's over in Austin having to deal with some stuff over there. So what I like to tell him is he's dealing with some different kind of fertilizer over there. So if he can figure out a way to harness some of that's going on over there in Austin, we'll really have a business deal for Scotts. So I appreciate the opportunity again to share this with you. Now, the most excited people in the room, a lot of you folks maybe have heard me speak before, and for that I apologize. But for those that back in our office, our marketing communication folks, they're very excited about me being here this morning. And I'm like, really? I said, what's up with that? Go, well, there may be a chance that you read the script, because we write all these scripts for the Chancellor, and we always have a bet about will he get to sentence 2 or sentence 3, and I usually always win. I say he won't open the book, so I usually win that. But no, he wished he could be here. So it's great to bring greetings on his behalf. Certainly want to thank and recognize Dr. Hussey and his leadership of the AgriLife research as well as AgriLife Extension Center. Those agencies are tremendously important to the system. He does a tremendous job. Dr. Bowman and Dr. Dugas and all the team do a tremendous job. So they're always great to work with, and it's always exciting to be kind of a part of their vision for their agency, as well as want to thank the College of Agricultural and Life Sciences there at A&M, and certainly our friends from Scotts. One of these gentlemen, I think it was Steve, flew in from Florida. So thank you for coming in from Florida on this deal. I hope you take some of these love bugs back with you. But on a personal standpoint, before I get into the more scripted remarks here, I do want to say that I do owe a great deal of gratitude to Scotts, anecdotally, personally. From me, I think I'm part of the word. I think they were known for Scotts forever. I think I'm the reason they're known as Miracle-Gro, because I use their products. I've used their products for years. Without their help, I would have already been kicked out of my HOA. So I think I'm the Miracle-Gro because I have no green thumb. But really appreciate it, you all being here. You know, I'm not going to tell you anything that you don't know, but I am very, very pleased, and the Chancellor was very, very excited to always support this, the turf grass industry. You know, it's about a $6 billion annually economic income generator for the state, for the economy of Texas, and it's it's just so important. And I think oftentimes, unfortunately, it gets overlooked. And so when you talk about soil and crop sciences, and you talk about turf grass, and you talk about, these major industries and major players, I mean, these are some of the top commodities that we have. And so for the economy of Texas, and that's what we all need to be looking at, this is very vital to it. So this is going to help our teaching. It's going to help our research. It's going to help, our students. It's going to help the environment. I mean, there's all kinds of great things that are come out of this facility. So we're very excited about that. Certainly would be remiss if I didn't thank Scotts publicly for their contribution, for their donation, for their partnership over the past several years. And so they kind of got the ball rolling. They were the catalyst of this facility with the money that they contributed, not only the time and service and all the things that they do, but the money to go towards this particular facility. And it was just instrumental in getting that momentum going, for our matching gifts and all the things that we were doing to pull all this together. Also want to thank TVMDL. I think they contributed a little bit to get the old site. So I thought that, so thank you, Dr. Akey. You got a new building, but thank you for that turf grass money as well. It greatly increases our research capacity, as we were mentioning, and I think as you saw a tour, and I was fortunate enough to have a tour early. I think it's a tremendous asset that we're going to have to our AgriLife folks as well as to our academic folks, and just to see the vision and look out across here, you can see where this is heading. You can, and at the heart of Texas A&M, we are the A in Texas A&M, and I think sometimes people may forget that. And so, so it's very close to my heart, and having put a couple of daughters through the program certainly means a lot to me. And our collaborations with industry, we do a lot of collaborations with industry and partnerships, and you'll hear this P3. What's a P3? Think maybe it's a love bug or something needs to get swatted. I don't know what it is, but a P3, it's a public-private partnership. All different types of forms in a public-private partnership. And so this is another form of a partnership, a collaboration with industry partners to help us advance the case, advance the ball, improve on research and things that help make our lives, everyday lives, better and enhance. And so they play a key role in this. Some of these you see, and you see some of these cranes around here. I've got some public-private partnerships going on student housing. We've got some going on hotels. We've got some going on, research facilities, all different types of ways. This one's a little bit different, but to me, it's extremely special because of the contribution of Scotts and the long-range vision and the partnership that they bring to this. So anyway, enough of that. We thank you all. I think turf grass is just a tremendous industry, has more impact than I think the common Texas or common person may know. So we're blessed to have that insight and know all the great things that they do for the environment and for everything they do for our communities. Let me leave you on this. I do owe a special note of thanks to our Department of Soil and Crop Sciences and to Scotts to a degree. When I had the opportunity to be involved in the Kyle Field renovation, everybody's like, oh man, you get to be involved in the Kyle Field renovation. That's a great thing. That's a great thing. Whew, boy, not if you're looking out from under these glasses. But I want to thank our soil and crop sciences guys. They came out there, and Dr. White and the guys helped me quite a bit and actually saved my job. So some of y'all may be happy about that. Some may be sad about that. I don't know. My wife was happy, so I'll go with that. But just the tremendous resources we were battling through, that unique project, and their expertise helped us with the turf that you see every Saturday in Kyle Field. So thank you for that, and thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing me to step in. I hate that you didn't get here sharp because he'd have you laughing. He's just a tremendous speaker. But it's certainly a pleasure for this old East Texan to be here and share this day with you. So thank you very much.
I think that our next speaker is Dr. Richard White, and to go off script just a little bit, when you work on a project and a dream and a vision like this long together, you either hate each other or you're pretty good friends. And Richard and I may still be deciding, but we've been spending a lot of hours on this and making it happen, and thanks to his leadership it has. Just a little background on Richard. He provides leadership for the turfgrass science program in our department. He has procured more than $2 million in external competitive grants for the research that goes on out here in these fields. And he's written and authored more than 130 peer-reviewed journal articles. His contributions to the research arena and the turfgrass industry in Texas, as Mr. Ray indicated, extend from every golf course and every school grounds to Kyle Field, and we appreciate his efforts. But more recently, he has led the effort to develop these facilities, and we thought it would be incorrect to not have him share a little bit of the people who have helped him and contributed and a vision for the future. Dr. White.
Thank you. Thank you, Phillip. And that was a great experience for some of us. And I appreciate you bringing that up because it's an opportunity to showcase what we do in the Soil and Crop Sciences Department. I am ecstatic about today. This has been a long journey. Mark, I think we started a vision for this space out here about 15 years ago. Your hair's not as gray as mine for some reason. Healthier lifestyle, perhaps. But anyway, I appreciate a number of people helping to get to this point. Dr. Hussey was very beneficial in this effort. Wound up getting a new department head, David Baltensperger. I have to give him a great deal of credit for moving very assertively on developing a partnership with Scotts, and Scotts came to the table and have helped us with this facility in an immense way, and I'm very appreciative of that. One of the things I'd like to say is that bricks and mortar really don't make a program, but bricks and mortar buildings can help you be more efficient and can help a program serve the mission of a department, a college, an agency, and the university. And that's what I'm grateful for. This facility is going to position us really to continue to carry out research in very close proximity to our field laboratories. We've been traveling for over a mile to do things like routine maintenance. I've been in fear of our student workers' lives of bringing equipment along FMB Road. So it's great that now we can walk out the back door and be at research sites that we can maintain, that we can generate information that's of value to the industry, and be more effective in a number of different ways. And one of those ways that because of the transition from our old location on Agronomy Road, is that we've lost the ability to do some high-impact learning experiences for our students, because in the past and now going forward, we're going to be able to meet with undergraduate students here indoors, cover a few items, and then go immediately outdoors. And as an example of that, and Dr. Worley and Dr. Kevin McInnes really have driven this course. It's a port spill construction course, Phillip. And if you look back over on the hill toward Equine, you can see the fruits of students' labor in that course during the semester. They're finishing a semester-long project where in the classroom, they've learned the theory of soil physics. I think they've learned that. At least they were supposed to learn the theory behind the soil physics and how those systems work. The USGA method of golf green construction actually functions. And then they took it to the field. And it's very interesting to see the pictures of our students digging ditches and installing the system that they designed, adding the gravel for the drainage and adding the root zone material, and now it's ready to plant. And so right at the end of the semester, it's very rewarding to see that. So our program, we hear the word high-impact learning. I hear it all the time. And what I'm proud to say is our program has been doing that for 25 or 30 years or more, because we've tried to do that hands-on activity. From a research perspective, I think it gives us great opportunities to be more effective and more efficient at a number of things that we do, from water quality, sustainable turf systems, shade tolerance, drought resistance, breeding efforts, from a nationwide perspective, and I think that's just a big plus for us to be able to do that here now. This room we're sitting in here now, we've already hosted events from Extension Outreach, where we're reaching out and extending the information generated through research to practitioners or producers or end users of the information. And so this tremendously increases our impact there, so we can do short course type activities inside and go outside and see the research immediately that they are being transferred to them sitting here as you are today. Again, there have been a number of people that have been instrumental in helping in this project. A lot of you here, AgriLife facilities folks, architects, Mike Record with Architect Studios and his group, contractor Matt Clunkert, a number of SSC people. I'd especially like to point out the folks with SSC Grounds, HEQ, and Materials Procurement, because you guys have been tremendous. The landscape has come together in about 3 weeks, and it wouldn't have happened without their help and donations. I'd also like to thank Tritex Grass for donation of the sod as well as installation. And I'll have to thank Scotts Miracle-Gro for the nice mulch that was donated. Thank you. There's some other folks. Professional Turf Products has been extremely helpful in Toro with providing irrigation for some of our main plots in the past, and we're also always open to opportunities to accept gifts and be very grateful for that. Weathermatic Irrigation has also been helpful, donated some equipment for irrigation around the building here. And I'm taking way too long. Our ultimate goal here, I'd have to say, in a research program is to create new information to make lawns and landscapes more sustainable. And our hope is that our relationship and partnership with Scotts Miracle-Gro will continue long into the future with novel inventions for lawns and gardens. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Richard. And at this time, I'd like to introduce the group that's here from Scotts. Over here on my left is Steve Kelly from Florida, Mark Slavens, now in Ohio, but Mark was here in Houston and played a key role in some of the initial planning of this facility. Dave Swihart is here from Ohio, from the headquarters, and we really appreciate it. Brian Bierenkott is able to join us today, and Mike Cedia. And to give a little overview of the Scotts relationship with us, we've asked Dave Swihart to speak. So turn it over to you, Dave.
I have a few remarks, and one of them was I was going to start by saying good morning, but I understand it's a tradition here to say howdy. So howdy. And before I start on our prepared remarks, I just want to relate to you an experience that I had here. Back in 2013, I came here with Dr. Slavens and Dr. Bierenkott and Dr. Kelly, and we came down to visit with David and with Richard to just go over the state of our partnership and understand how we were progressing relative to our partnership. And I have to say, we came out in the field and we looked around and we pointed up on a hill. Richard did, and he said, see that sign there? That's where this building is going to stand. And at the time, we were hopeful that that was going to happen, but we weren't always 100% sure that it was going to happen. And I would say that the fact that we're standing here today in this beautiful building, in this beautiful facility, is really a testament to Dr. Baltensperger, in particular, Dr. White, and also Mark Slavens from the Scotts Company. It was really, and Steve Kelly too. It was really their vision for this partnership that helped drive this and help put this all together. So I just want to, I think we should give them a round of applause for that. So I have a few remarks just to illustrate some of the tenets of our partnership and the extent of our partnership with Texas A&M AgriLife over the last several years. And in essence, several of them are, Scotts Miracle-Gro has participated with Texas A&M AgriLife. Back in around 2011, we committed to enhance our research capabilities along with the capabilities of Texas A&M AgriLife by helping fund a new lawn and garden research facility here in College Station that we're sitting in today. Scotts Miracle-Gro contributed around $750,000 to help with the construction of this facility and to help establish and demonstrate our commitment to this partnership. In addition to that, we funded 2 full graduate research assistantships for 2 students here at Texas A&M, John Smith and Laura Kolb, both who are Scotts Miracle-Gro associates. We also supported 2 associates to participate in the 2-year Texas AgriLife Lifetime Leadership Program. Mark Slavens, who's here today, and Jonah Parker, who's in our sales team with Scotts Miracle-Gro. He's a sales leader. And both of them benefited greatly from this experience and have many fond memories and relationships established through that. In addition to that, we've worked with Texas A&M AgriLife to, under research and technical refinement products, to do several things, including expand Miracle-Gro Expand and Grow Soil, which is a product that we launched back in 2011. Our Scotts Easy Patch Lawn Repair for St. Augustine grass, which we launched in 2014. It's the only product on the market of its kind for actually patching St. Augustine grass. Done numerous experiments and trials here around fire ant control technologies. We've enhanced our genetics and variety development of St. Augustine grass through our partnership here. And finally, we've done a significant amount of work with turfgrass fertility and weed herbicide research for southern weeds and lawns. In all, we've partnered on these projects with over $1 million worth of work here with the university. Our partnership with Texas A&M AgriLife has been a strong success for both parties involved. In the future, we will continue to invest in research with AgriLife focused on the efficacy and performance for products designed for Texas. We are focused on how we grow regionally. I think that's one thing we need to point out. You know, we do a lot of our work in Ohio, but the work we do in Ohio isn't the same as the things that are needed here in Texas. So we've established this location as a location that will help us do our research in Texas, help us develop products regionally for this market, which is a huge market for us. Texas is, it is, I think, our largest point of sale state in the country, which means we sell more product here in retail than we do any other state in the country. We have 3 soil facilities here producing products that we sell in the state of Texas, one in Tyler, one in Huntsville, and then one in Dallas. So it's a huge state for us. The research that we do here is important to us because it helps us grow and expand in this market, which is one of our most important markets in the country. In closing, I would just like to say that lawn and garden is it's a category right now where it's not growing at a real high rate. It's an area that the demographics of people who are participating in lawn and garden are maturing, and we're really trying to make ourselves more relevant to the broader consumers within lawn and garden. And we need to grow. And we believe that to be successful, we need partners like Texas A&M AgriLife to help us grow. We operate with a limited R&D budget at Scotts Miracle-Gro, and we need to be innovative. To be successful, we need partners like Texas A&M AgriLife to help us be innovative. Our vision at Scotts Miracle-Gro is to inspire people of all ages to express themselves on their own piece of the earth. To be successful with our vision, we need partners like Texas A&M AgriLife. And lastly, on behalf of my business partners, Mark Slavens, Mike Sedia, Brian Baroncott, and Steve Kelly, I want to thank Texas A&M AgriLife for being our partner. Thank you for your support and partnership. We really appreciate it, and we value our relationship and look forward to a successful future together. So thank you.
We have many partners that have worked with us over time, but a few should be pointed out. The Texas Turfgrass Association, we would refer to sometimes as the sod producers of Texas, have been a big supporter over the years and guided us as we move forward, and we appreciate their participation today. The golf course superintendents, Richard mentioned the GCA specs for golf greens and those kinds of things that we helped develop many years ago through the Texas A&M operation. We've had a long and strong collaboration with them. The Texas Turfgrass Association has been a big supporter and implemented a program, an endowed funding program. They helped get it started that we call TREE, the Texas Turfgrass Research Education Extension Endowment. It's grown over the years thanks to many participants that have added to that endowment and helps a great deal with the research. And today, to talk a little bit about our industry partnerships, we've asked Danny Smith to join us. Danny is currently working for the city of Fort Worth. He has been in the golf industry for more than 30 years. He has served as president of the Texas Turfgrass Association twice, back in, I think, 2004, and is currently the president. And he is a graduate of Texas Tech University, but he spent the next 35 years becoming a friend. And so we appreciate his relationship with us greatly. Danny.
Thank you, Dr. Baltensperger. Yeah, I graduated from Tech in 1980, and by 82, I was spending more time here than on that campus. So it just kind of had to get things turned around. I grew up on a West Texas cotton farm and really got serious about my education when we drew a bumper crop in 1974. The cotton we had was tall enough that it had one bowl, and every time the wind would blow, it would bump the ground. So, that's when I decided it was good to go back to school and make good grades. Got degrees in entomology and agronomy, have been in the green industry ever since. I started off in about, it was 1980, started into Texas Turfgrass in 1992. So came on the board and have been involved here pretty seriously ever since. As I look around, I've heard several words today. One of them is celebration. This is a huge celebration. Dr. White used that word a while ago. I've heard sustainability. Dr. Worley used that outside on some of the programs that are being put together right now, help with sustainable turf programs that they're going in, and partnership. And I just want to talk a minute about the partnership that Texas Turfgrass has with this great university. The tree was formed several years ago. I think Dr. Baltensperger has probably got as much information as Dr. Hussey about tree as anybody around. It was formed in the mid-90s as a way to help fund
smaller research projects that people, groups were coming to the TTA board at a regular basis asking for $2,000, $10,000, $20,000 to do projects. At the time, the board was foresighted enough to establish an endowed program that would, over time, fund these smaller projects instead of having to periodically go to the board, do you approve this, do you approve that? So, and I think it was 93, 94, Texas Turfgrass put up $250,000, $250,000 to start that endowed fund, TREEE. It's kind of a long acronym for Texas Research, Education, and Extension Endowment. Since then, we have continued to fund that. The principal in that account is around $600,000. Since that time, and I forget what year we started paying and actually funding out of the proceeds of that endowment research programs, we funded over $550,000 worth of smaller research and education programs. We put up money for all kind of stuff. Helping to get graduate students into Texas A&M. I think we put some money up for those kind of funds. But every year we have a committee on, as part of the board for Texas Turfgrass Association, that reviews the projects that are submitted, kind of rank them in order of what we feel like is worthy projects, or I won't say not worthy projects, but the ones that are a higher priority. Dr. Baltensperger's on that committee. Several of you guys are. Dr. White, I'm not sure if you're regularly submitting your 130 papers have all come through there at one point or another. But being able to fund those projects is part of what we do as a partner with Texas A&M. We're kind of at a crossroads. Texas Turfgrass is 70 years old this year. I don't know if many of you knew that. Shirley Dubel, who I don't see Shirley in here today, has just announced her retirement. Several of you have probably gotten that email. Shirley has been the executive director for half of those 70 years. It's going to be a big void, but it's also a time of opportunity, just like this new facility is a time of opportunity for the Turfgrass program here at Texas A&M to move forward, to establish a new legacy, to reach out and venture into areas that you haven't been able to do before. TTA was established 70 years ago with a vision that the initial people, and I saw Craig Potts in here, his grandfather was one of the initial persons, Professor Potts, that established that Texas Turfgrass way back when, 1947. He knew 70 years from now he's not going to be around, but the fruits of his labor are still putting forth and making a difference. I see several guys in here that have been on scholarship interviews that I've sat in on. These men are established professionals in the turfgrass industry today. 20 years ago, they were sitting there as scared undergraduates, asking for a $2,000 scholarship. And it's neat to see that the legacy is being left. So when you plant an oak tree, you're not going to experience the shade, but your children are, your grandchildren are. So think about what you can do with this brand new facility. I'll just charge you to do something that makes a difference long term. Leave a legacy, leave something behind that's going to be more than what you were. It's an awesome facility. You're very blessed to finally be here. When the baby finally comes, all that pain in the past kind of goes away. So it's here. You guys enjoy it. Thank you very much for being here.
Know that over the course of time, the Texas A&M University has had many deans that have had a tremendous impact, and we can talk about a football field. We can talk about Dean Potts, who laid the groundwork for many a young student through Texas A&M. Currently, Dr. Mark Hussey serves as Vice Chancellor and Dean, and will be here to speak with us today. He was named Vice Chancellor and Dean for Agriculture in 2008, and during his tenure and role, he spent 16 months serving as interim president for Texas A&M University. Just last week, I think he was identified by the former Students Association as Administrator for the Year, and we really appreciate his leadership on many fronts in agriculture. If we dig down into the notes and some of the original concepts of this facility, There were some pretty good notes when I became department head 11 years ago that were generated by Richard White and Dr. Hussey to develop this facility and this dream. It might not be in exactly the location. It might have a little different angle, but that dream started then, and we've appreciated that he's provided the guidance to follow through and make it happen. And I'll turn it over to Dr. Hussey.
Howdy. And good morning. First of all, thank you, David, for those kind remarks. I guess the one thing I really need to start with today is something I haven't heard yet. And you know, every time that I see Richard White, I always hear the following: it's a great day for turf in Texas. And frankly, I think looking at this facility coming to fruition, it truly is a great day for turf in Texas, Richard. And it's my pleasure to welcome each of you to this beautiful new home for our turf program. I'd especially like to thank Dave Swihart and the entire Scotts Miracle-Gro team for their support of both the construction of this facility, but as you've heard, of our research and educational programs. Continued relationship with excellent industry partners like Scotts Miracle-Gro helps our students and faculty not only evaluate new plant materials and address critical issues such as stress tolerance, water conservation, water quality, just to name a few. But it also helps ensure that we have the facilities that are needed to achieve our educational goals, not only for our students here at Texas A&M University, but for the entire green industry. At Texas A&M AgriLife, our core mission is to improve the lives of Texans and others around this state, nation, and the world. And this new facility will help us do just that. I know that our faculty and students just can't wait to answer the questions that will produce more sustainable turfgrass management systems for urban landscapes around the globe. I want to extend my special congratulations, David, to you and to Richard for bringing this vision to life. I just have a couple questions. I'm looking for those par 3 courses out here, but I think with our new equine facility, that will work out really well whenever that one comes to fruition. I'd also like to thank Texas A&M University and our many industry friends for their support of this project, and of course our major contributor, Scotts Miracle-Gro. I'd like you to all please join me in thanking everyone for their support for this project.